How are you? I hope you're doing really well. We've got a couple of people jumping on, and we're just going to wait for a few more, of course. I'm getting the words, well, we'll have a look at that in a second. Hi, Jamie, how are you? Hi, Sunshine. I'm pulling the cards right now for the collective. Very nice energy. Lots of fire energy here. Lots of spiritual energy here. Let's have a look and see what's coming through. Okay, so we have Libra, we have Gemini, we have Virgo, and we have Scorpio as our main energies today. I do want to talk about the Mercury retrograde, and it's interesting that what we don't see coming, or what is like coming up, is that Mercury retrograde energy. Okay, so it is the Seven of Pentacles. So, you know, for those of you who know me as a reader, that Seven of Pentacles and the Hanged Man energy, which I expect to come through at some point today in the readings, is Mercury retrograde energy to me. Okay, so on the diagonal for the awareness, right through to the Justice card in the upright, but this also depicts in this card very Magician energy, if you have a look at that. Okay, and it says balance at the bottom. So whatever you're manifesting in now is going to bring you rewards, I'm hearing, and also a lot of balance and a lot of good stability in regards to your foundation, and especially partnerships and alliances with other people. There is some sort of healing to go through, but a period of heartbreak is definitely over. Right in the center of your reading here, as the collective reading, is about needing to choose wisely and be careful with the decisions we make, and not even make them at this time. I'm going to clarify that energy because it's another seven, like the Seven of Pentacles. And there may be other people trying to tell you what you need to do or which direction you need to go in, but it's important that you don't like listen to, I want to say listen to everyone that speaks to you or has their own opinions on certain things. Really careful in protecting your energy. That bubble of white light, that circle of light, is in this card of the Magician and in the card of Libra, the balance energy. So make sure that you use your choices and decisions with your discernment. The Queen of Pentacles is here talking about fertility and stability coming in, and possibly news coming in for you, maybe on a financial level here. Okay, which I'm doing in the upright, unless I feel it needs to be in the reverse, which was that first card, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. There's some sort of reward coming up here that you're going to hear about. It could be in regards to work, or just like, yeah, things are coming together. And whatever like difficult situation you've been going through is about to turn in your favor. I'm seeing like the Wheel of Fortune, or that like a turn of events, or a really nice turn of events. I thought a card come out, but it didn't. Let's have a look and see what comes out. Yeah, a period of hardship is over or coming to an end. Why is the Tower here? We've also got the third eye chakra, which is Oh, a card fell. Hold up. Yeah, that moon energy. For some of you, the moon, this new moon in Aquarius, the eclipse energy, may not have affected you greatly right now. Or if it did, it could have affected you in a good way like it has to me. I'm actually not really feeling the energy at all, even though some things may play out. The moon is something you may not see coming, or some sort of fears or unfounded fears, I'm also hearing as well. And a lot of this is in your mind, so just be careful of thinking positively and optimistically at this time, okay? And there's that wheel, yeah, things are really turning in your favor in some sort of way when you thought it wasn't going to, but it actually works out for the best, all right? Oh, not really good, but I'm here. Oh, hi Queen, how you going? Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, there's some sort of new opportunity. A cycle has ended. We are moving into that Neptune Saturn conjunction in 0 degrees of Aries on the 20th, which I'll be doing a special reading for. All my readings are special, right? But yeah, you're getting really focused on something here in this new cycle. Think positively, right? There's the Justice card again. So you've got double karma, good justice coming in, good balance coming in. But again, be careful with your choices, okay? Mel, you are first. Post your question. That was the collective. I didn't want to spend too much time on it today. Not quite sure exactly how long I'm going to be on here this evening. But yeah, obviously it's morning where I am. And it is around 7:30. I did take your advice, Queen, and come on a little bit normally later, like my time. Mel, post your question. What cards do I want to use? Let me have a look for you, Mel. Let's use this deck, which is the Morgan Greer Tarot. And I love this deck. Many of you really comment on how you like this deck. Let's have a look and see, Mel. So I like to use it. My daughter bought me this deck in London when we were on vacation in London. I really enjoyed my time with her there. That card has come out, so we'll put it there. Okay, what is the energy, Mel, you are working with right now? We have the Five of Cups and the Tower. All right, so something that seems to be an emotional challenge or change or disappointment is not as bad with the Tower in reverse as you like it seems. So something's affecting you right now on an emotional level. It could just be that new moon general. Yeah, look at that moon at the bottom of the deck. It could be just that moon energy that you're feeling. Some signs are feeling it more than others. Let me know if this is resonating with you, Mel. And you know, you may just feel emotionally drained, challenged, physically tired, emotionally like just fatigued, like I can't cope, I can't deal with this anymore, disappointment. But because the Five of Cups has come out with the Tower in reverse, it's like you've either avoided something here and it will be for your greater good, or it's not as bad as it seems. Not downplaying anything you're feeling, but things are going to turn around for you, okay? Hi Firebird, how are you? Okay. Let's have a look and see. External influence or energy. We have the Judgment. Let's pull another card on that. The Seven of Pentacles. That's Mercury retrograde energy. It came out in the general, so if you were here or watched that, go watch that again because it may be significant to you. Things are definitely turning around. You're looking back on the past a lot, situations, possibly people from your past. You're thinking a lot at the moment about what you can or how you can like reinvigorate your energy. And I'm also picking up that I had powerful and strong, and both of those words came out for just generally, right, for everyone today. And they came out, I forgot to mention that in the general, but there's something about you gaining strength here, okay? Hi, Yvette. Let me know if this is resonating with you, please. Mel, okay. So there's something here about a rebirth is assured, Spirit's saying, but you need to be patient. Seven of Pentacles is a patience and planning energy, planning your next move, thinking possibly about your finances. Maybe you've been stuck and you're like, or stuck around external things like your work, people in your life, and you're looking at like, how can I avoid, that's it, thank you, Spirit, how can I avoid this happening again, whatever disappointment you're going through, or how can I avoid having to feel this way again, like looking at yourself, your life, where you are in it at this stage. And it's like a very energetic reading here, like it's not necessarily like you're really, use this Mercury retrograde to really plan out your next sort of move in your life and sort of saying, I need to level up here. I need to level up. Okay, let's have a look at your challenge, possible challenge, Queen of Swords. Now this could be a person around you, feminine possibly, doesn't have to be, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's pull some more cards on that. Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. There definitely is a female energy here. It could be in your friendships as well. It could be 3 females as well, not just 2. Now, if you're a female, it could be you and 2 others. There could be challenging situations, information, news coming in. What is this news coming in? Hi, Crystal. Hi, Noxie. What is this news coming in? Someone being unfair, or one of these females in your life being very unfair. Now, this can be family, it can be your mother, it can be your sisters, it can, you know, if you've got sisters, it can be friendships. I don't think it's about romance. I think it's something to do with family, okay? Or platonic friendships, where something is challenging and someone's being very unfair towards another. Now, it doesn't mean to say they're unfair towards you. One of them could be unfair towards another. Say you have a group of friends, one of them could be talking about someone else behind their back, or just like being very imbalanced, or the energy of your friendships being imbalanced, like the people themselves. And that could be a challenge for you, but it doesn't have to necessarily involve you, if that makes sense. Okay, let's get more information on that. The Emperor. This could be over a man. This could be over a masculine. Okay, I'm going to leave that at that and we'll move on. Let's have a look at how you can deal with this challenge. How can Ermal deal with this challenge of other people, imbalance, trickery? Just like stay to yourself, do your own thing. The Empress. Libra, Taurus, okay, just focus on where your fruitility, where you want to cultivate, where you want to put your own energy, okay? Stand in your power, set your boundaries as well in regards to this situation with these females. There's definitely something going on with females in your life, okay? 100%. All right, so if this is making sense, let me know. Noxie, I've put you on the list. Crystal, I've put you on the list. Queen, you're already on the list. Eva, I've put you on the list. All right, let's have a look at what's the next. I always get confused at this point. I know the next one's blessings. Okay, yeah, what's Spirit's advice and focus, apart from, you know, yourself? There could be a dynamic going on. This could be something going on as well with your parents. But if that's not it, it's friendships, okay? Arushi, hi, I've put you on the list. Okay, let's have a look. I'm getting the name Jenna. I don't know why. Maybe Jenna's going to jump on. Who knows, okay? 8 of Swords. Spirit's saying keep positive, okay? This too shall pass. There could be petty arguments. yeah, you didn't do this, or you said you'd do this and you didn't do it. There's something about someone not having loyalty or integrity, okay? So like Spirit's saying advising you to keep your own positive mindset and know that you have a lot of spiritual strength, 8 on the screen as I'm saying that, and focus on your own healing and what you need to improve upon in your life, okay? And how you need to self-empower yourself. We are in the year of 1. Let's look at blessings for you. The Magician, wow, really, really nice. In the upright, Gemini, Virgo. Okay, this is really interesting. By seeing what's going on around you with certain females or friends, and the squabbles and the pettiness, because I feel it's pettiness, and it could involve a man, all right? But by seeing this, it almost propels you into Empress mode or energy, where you're really showing up for yourself and you're really gaining a lot of strength from other people's, I wouldn't say downfalls, but like your perception of how people are behaving is changing, which is also going to be a catalyst for the people that are around you and looking at that, okay? You got the Page of Wands, so blessings coming through here. You're taking the wand from the Magician's table and you're creating something with it. It could be a business. Let's see what this could be. Yeah, you're seeing the unfairness, justice in reverse, and it's a blessing to you. That's what I was getting at. You're like going, okay, these people, that was in reverse. These people aren't like doing it for me anymore. These are people that I shouldn't be like around. And it's propelling you in some sort of way to go on a new path. If you're living with any of these people, you could even be thinking about how can I get out of this house and create my own world and move out. All right. Thank you, Eva. You will be next. And the last card with your blessings is staying in your own lane, basically, doing the healing that you need. Also, there's soulmate energy coming up here. There may be some confusion around that. You could maybe meet this person online. I don't know whether I've said this to you before. They could be a King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But you do have, if you're single, someone coming in. Now, it could be new friendships, even if you're like releasing certain people from your life, okay, at this time. Or thinking about it at least, because it doesn't mean to say today, I know it's the eclipse day, or, you know, how are you all feeling with the eclipse? It hasn't really affected me personally, to be honest. I don't know. Eva, let's look at the Rider-Waite-Smith deck for you. I'm just feeling that. Thank you, Ermel. I have a job interview on Thursday. Good luck, Eva. One of my chances of getting this position. Okay, hi Erica, how are you? Or Eric, I'll put you on the list, Eric. If you're new here, please subscribe to get your reading today, okay? And remember, I'm online this week every day at 6 p.m. and possibly sometimes in the morning as well, okay? You're feeling emotional? Okay, Arushi, please don't put questions in the feed. I am doing Eva's reading. Let's have a look. Let's look at current energy in regards to this job, which is it tomorrow or the next morning, the next day? I'm getting at 9:30. I don't know if you've got an interview at 9. Something happening at 9:30 in the morning. I'm also hearing, make sure you have plenty of time for travel to get to the interview, like plenty of time aside in case anything came up, okay? You got the Page of Wands. Yeah, so the interview might be at 9:30, not 9. That's what I'm getting here. Or you don't want to arrive late, so you could arrive at 9:30 if you don't plan your trip to the interview place, okay? You got the Page of Wands. You're very excited about this. I think you already have like some knowledge here on the job you're going for, but there could also be training or learning involved, okay? Eric, please don't post your questions in the feed. Okay, You got the Three of Cups, which is a card of celebration. This is really good. It could be a small company, doesn't have to be. I'm getting a yes with will you get this job? Just make sure that you're there. And we've got the number 3. Even if you're there 30 minutes early, it's better than being 30 minutes late. Okay, Eva. There is an offer here at the bottom of the deck, and with the full energy, that new start, which is really nice. And anyone going or applying for anything or learning anything new at this time with the Saturn-Neptune conjunction, it's 0 degrees in Aries, can donate a new, like it can relate to a new start, all right, with that full energy. And a new like timeline for you. So you got the 3 of Wands on the split. So you're moving forward. Okay. The Justice card in the upright, nice. I mean, it can be something, I'm gonna do baseline here. There could be something legal with the job or like needing to sign certain paperwork. I'm sure there is. Make sure that you have your social security number ready and stuff, because they may ask you to fill in paperwork if you accept the job. It's almost like an immediate yes, we'll trial you. And your time of like worrying about this will be over very fast. You could be dealing with a Libra as well, even though you may not know their star sign, okay? Getting like Emperor, so you could be interviewed by this masculine energy, even if they're a woman, okay? This masculine energy, this is a boss. They're very impressed with what they see, Spirit's saying, in regards to you. And you got the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So this is really, really nice. Really nice. Well, it might not just be a trial day. I'm reading the feed now. It could be like 3 to 2 months, I'm going to say, or 3 months. I think you're going to, you have a strong possibility of getting the job, okay? You have a strong possibility of getting the job, just that. I mean, I'm not going to say absolutely 100% yes, because timelines can change very quickly, but that is a yes with the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. And there's the 10 of Pence again at the bottom of the deck, and I've just shuffled these cards. You saw me shuffle them quite a lot, okay? So don't worry, be excited. Don't be too over exuberant though, because the Page of Swords can be quite an immature energy in how you deliver yourself. So get grounded. So what do you need to do? There's a lot of red energy here, so needing to get grounded in the morning. Take your time, don't overthink. But be very clear on what you have to say, okay? You have this deep knowing here with the High Priestess. Wow, and the Magician. Spirit is really trying to help you and support you to get this job, okay? Jeshua, hi. Aish, hi. Okay, so that was your reading. There's a need to let go of fear here. You've got a lot of spiritual support there. So ground yourself, be early, listen as well. I'm hearing listen, okay? So it's really important to really listen and not speak until the other person's finished, okay? That's what I'm getting at as well. Razia, thank you for donating. Post your question. Blessings, thank you. If you'd like your reading today, please subscribe. Razia, will Merced marry me when he comes forward? Okay, let's see what the future holds for Merced and you. Future, Queen of Swords, all in the upright, please, Spirit. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Feminine, Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Death card, Scorpio, I'm hearing the word concern, but like he's focused here on, he doesn't want you to be concerned here about or emotionally hurt in any way. Okay, there's some sort of information coming in from him or just towards you both in general. Probably towards you. He's very emotionally open. He could be a Scorpio or have it in his chart. And Scorpios are very loyal to those they love and who are loyal to them. And do not emotionally open up and be very good with their communication unless they really, really trust someone, okay? So that's coming through. So there you are as a couple, King and Queen of Swords. The solidarity here between you both. Then you've got the Mercury retrograde, which starts on the 26th of February for the next 3 weeks, like 3 weeks after that, through to mid-March. I feel the information now, after I've put these cards down, is coming towards both of you. It's almost like you're waiting for something to come in to get the go-ahead, and you're being very patient. So what is the go-ahead from? Is it from a mother figure or a father figure? You've got the Knight of Wands, a Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So this person, I do feel, is focused on you. I do feel that there's like a lot of love. I feel there's a lot of passion. I also feel a lot of, or different beliefs, religious beliefs even. And then there's a masculine here, but I feel that that's him. And you feel very comfortable in his energy, but you feel very safe and secure, that the relationship is secure. Okay, talk to me, Razia, please. Let me know if this is resonating with you. You feel the relationship is very secure, but I do feel there's something you need to both go through to be able to get married. And I don't know what that is, but it could be cultural, religious, I don't know. What is this information coming in, Spirit? The Star, something you've been waiting for. The Wheel of Fortune. So the outcome looks bright. The outcome looks like what you want it to look like. And then you have an offer here of a proposal. So I'm doing a storyline for you. And you're able to then both move forward. He could currently be a distance to you. There's been a lot of conflict in your mind. There's a lot of social media communication, even if it's like just WhatsApp or something like that, okay? A lot of communication towards each other. Yes, you will get married. I just asked, will you get married? Like, just give me one card that shows me Hierophant in the right, 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, there is marriage, and there it is, and the proposal's also here. Okay, and there is like a stopping worrying. I can't give you a time frame. I can't give you a time frame. However, saying that, we've got a numerous points to the month of October, November here. Okay, and I know that's the end of the year, but like, I've got numerous pointers on the table that show from August at least. Okay? I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope that resonated with you. Thank you, Queen, for your input. Marilyn, post a question. Christina, what cards shall we use? I'm going to use these for you. Okay. I'm going to use these cards and the Rider-Waite to clarify. Let's have a look, Marilyn, Christina. Let's see what's here for you. Did I do Ermel's reading? Queen, I don't know if you were on. Where's your list? Where's your list? I can't remember. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did Ermel's reading, but I can't remember. I think I did. Okay. Jamie, you are after, thank you, Christina. So Christina, let's look at your question. What are the current thoughts and feelings of my old friend regarding me and our relationship? So let me know if you're still seeing this person or still see this person. Okay, let's have a look. Recent past or past energy of this old friend, or what happened between them. Yeah, okay, yeah. What happened here, because there is something going on or has gone on that wasn't positive. It could have been a lot of words spoken. It could have been a lot of negative thoughts about each other. There could have been deception. There could have been envy. There could have been, yeah. And even if you didn't see that, you could have really felt it. There's definitely something that was said in the past, right? In the past, this could be 10 years ago. There could have been trust issues between you in the past, if it wasn't anything major, because these cards are minor arcana. Communication. You could have also been you could have been both going through a lot of healing in the past 7 to 8 years. It could have been between 5 and 8 years since you saw each other, okay? And there's been a lot of healing, separate like level, but you both had, and we all go through healing all the time. This person could have gone through a lot. I'm picking up their energy. So we have the Star in the upright, in the present energy. We'll get more information on what was gone on, either between you or separately, okay? So something big is changing. The Tower's here in the current energy, but it's got the Star next to it. So this is like, could have been communication completely out of the blue. You communicated with her, or you've aligned somehow where you've had a friend of a friend, or that you've like been able to get in touch, or she's popped up on your Facebook, or you're like, oh my God, like she's like you found each other again type of energy. But it's really nice, okay? It's nice energy. And there's a really strong spiritual bond between you two. You're going to be able to talk through what you've both been through. I do see you getting together. This card wants to come out to talk about your obstacles and challenges you've both been through since you last saw each other. And there is a beginning here of like a brand new getting together. Something, a lot could have happened, especially in 2025, for either you or both of you. Okay, let's clarify it with the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Let's see what's here. So what has happened in either the past between you, I'm trying to figure this one out, this line here, or just separately. Could have been about relationships. There could have been a lot of stuff happened for her. I just feel a lot of energy of her, not necessarily you here, Christina, okay? It could have been a failed relationship that put her in a space of negativity, a lot of fighting, conflict, arguments, possibly in family or with another, like with a masculine. A really significant separation, possibly. I do feel that you're going to be talking through all the obstacles and challenges that you've had to deal with in the past at least 5 years here. Okay, at least 5 years. Let's have a look at what happened. I feel it's like her energy. Yeah, she's had to realize she's had a lot of trouble with boundary setting, and this is something she had to learn as part of her soul path. And she couldn't learn it with you. Like, you couldn't be in her life at that time. She had to learn this. She had to learn this on her own. She had to learn to stand strong by herself and do that work here. Probably in relation to a masculine. Like, there hasn't been a huge period of like happiness on a constant basis with her, okay? And you're probably going to be hearing about everything that's happened. There is a period of her being alone here with the Hermit, and like Virgo energy, a lot of stress, anxiety and worry about things not moving like in the direction she wanted them to in her life, especially in regards to a relationship or a specific relationship, okay? And there's been like a bit of a pause for her in her life, and not many opportunities for new beginnings there, especially in regards to love. She could have also had a lot of like in and out of jobs, or like moving quite a lot in her life. Let's see why the Tower's here in the upright. Why is this change coming in now? The Chariot. The Nine of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords. So the communication is coming in now because Spirit's leading this communication together. Like it had to happen at this time. I do feel that you're both single. Or if you're not both single, there's a lot of freedom that you both have in your life. Like you're not committed or tied down in a way that there's codependency, okay? Please let me know if this is resonating with you. One of you could be a mother. One of you could be, not both of you, I feel one of you could possibly be a mother. Why is this energy here of hope? Yeah, so it's happened at the right time. Wheel of Fortune. This is a really, really nice energy. This is a new beginning for both of you. You're going to like do a lot of talking, learning about what you've both been through, experiences you've been through. And there's the Tower. That's just a clarification. And you're going to learn, like, you're both very connected on a spiritual level. She is a soulmate, which means like she's supposed to be in your life for whatever reason. A very spiritual connection, very spiritual, and a successful meeting, okay? Why is the Magician here? Why is this Magician here? Ten of Swords, Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. I think you're going to be like feeling each other's energy out when you meet to see if there's any emotional imbalance, especially on your part, Christina. You're not like inviting a friend back into your life or that energy back in if there's any sort of emotional imbalance, because the Temperance card came out in reverse with the Nine of Pentacles. Is sort of saying like you're just going to test the waters here. All right, you're just going to see like how this pans out, this relationship, and if it is worth reviving. Why is the obstacles and challenges energy here? The Moon. Yeah, you're going to be talking about things that you both don't know about currently, okay? About failed relationships, about like career. There's a lot here about tangible things you're going to be discussing and the challenges you've had to go. And it's really going to help you both. You're going to feel like you've got a bit of a comrade here. It's going to take away a lot of the, what's the word I want to say, like if there's any like awkwardness, right? If there's been any awkwardness, especially when you first meet up again, that's going to go very quick. You realize you've probably been through a lot of very similar situations in the past 5 to 8 years, however long it is since you've been together. I don't know, it could be 18 years for all, you know, whatever. But like that's the numbers that are coming here. So you've got a lot of really nice things to look forward to with that relationship. Okay, really, really nice. Let's switch up decks. We're going to use this oracle deck here. I might use, what do I want to use? I want to use this deck. Okay. Yes, Martin, you can. The list is quite long. Hi, Habil. I'll put you on the list though, Martin, but the list is quite long, just to let everybody know. Vanessa, you are on the list. From the list earlier today cancelled. Is the list from earlier today? No, the list always gets refreshed every live. Okay. No, it's not your turn yet. I'm going to read the list so everyone is like understanding of what's going on. So we've got Jamie is next. Sunshine, Queen, Firebird, Yvette, Noxie, Crystal, Arushi, so you're quite far down the list, Eric, Jeshua, Blessings, Aishwa, Vanessa, Barbara, Christina has had her reading, Martin and Hebel. So there's a long list, guys, all right? If you want to donate, you can do so. Heber, thank you. All right, Jamie, post a question. Jamie, post a question. General, let's have a look and see what's here for you. General for Jamie. Jamie, what's here for Jamie? Ooh, nice. So you have the Empress card, Queen. This is called the Queen. It's all about self-worth, growth, expansion, fertility, harvest. She's sipping her tea here. She's got a very graceful look around her. And at the bottom, we do have the name or the word grace. I feel you've done a lot of you've done a lot of work. You're trying to remain positive here, especially like in how you portray yourself or others perceive you, okay? Perfection. Just don't strive for this perfection, okay? Don't strive for this perfection. This reminds me of the Hanged Man energy. You've got the number 13. So you're striving for some sort of perfection here, especially in your emotions. Just know that emotions are up and down. They can be up and down, in and out. They don't have to always be like level. We can't always be leveled with our emotions unless we put in the work, okay, of looking at what our fears are, looking at all our emotions, because it can be fear, anxiety, stress can be an emotion, or actually no, it's a feeling. If you're stressed, you need to look at that, Jamie, okay. Let me just get more information here. It's not giving me a lot right now. Something about self-empowerment. I'm getting the chameleon spirit. We don't have the animal oracle cards on the like here to use, but I'm getting the eagle spirit, but also the chameleon spirit, which is about acting as if. So you're acting as if everything's okay, but it's not. Inside you feel like it's not perfect. I think nothing is ever perfect, and you shouldn't strive for perfection. I keep wanting to put this in the reverse. There's something about, like, have you heard the story of, I think it's the cows and the buffaloes, where the cows run away from the storm, which will always catch up with the cow, okay? And the cow's going to get fatigued, right? But the buffaloes run straight through it, because they know if they run straight through it, they're going to get it over with. And so something Spirit wants you to sort of like go through here. Possible challenge. It's something to do possibly about your stability as well. Discernment, Libra energy. You've also got Libra Taurus energy here. You've got more air energy. So there's a lot of air energy in your reading. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces. The number 32, change. It's all about how you talk to yourself, Jamie. Behind closed doors, Spirit just said. So I do have this feeling of like it sort of like being perceived as being very like having it together and being, you know, confident and everything in the face of others. The chameleon spirit, okay? But then there's lots of different sides to you where you don't feel like that behind closed doors, okay? If that makes sense. There's something here about not self-sabotaging with the snake. We've just also closed off the year of the wood snake. The full moon's here, that's March 3rd. This is the 2nd, so around the 2nd or the 3rd of March. There's something coming through there. So we're going to clarify what you need to do here, breaking some sort of cycle. And not striving for perfection, especially in the way you present yourself, like your look. There's something about getting into alignment. You do have a divine purpose, and there's something here about being authentic. And if you're feeling a certain way, express it. And don't try and like put a mask up to impress others or to like to let everyone think you're okay when something is not okay, okay? All right. Let's have a look at this Queen. Two of Cups. Now, I just got something really funny. Jamie and Queen, both of you, I don't know if you've talked to each other, if you're friends in any other way outside this channel, but you have a lot in common in some sort of way. Okay. And you could both be some sort of emotional support for each other. So you may want to look at that, you guys. Okay. There is a friend, possibly a masculine, could be an air sign. Okay. The chameleon can also be like a positive energy. The chameleon, like that, acts as if like you're acting as if everything's okay to other people around you, but it isn't. But the acting as if can also be a form of manifestation, where the more you act if everything is okay, the more it will be, right? If that makes sense, okay? Jamie. Right. There's two people that are not talking to each other, Five of Pentacles, that need to talk to each other and sort something out. There's been a breakdown in communication, Jamie, with you and someone else. Right, let's have a look. Could be a masculine in your life. Let's have a look at this. You trying to strive for perfection. All right. There's that Magician. Just like I said, The chameleon spirit can work in two ways. You can act as if everything's okay when it's not, and other people perceive you as being like that. But then, excuse me, the more you act as if everything is okay, the more it actually could be. So it's a bit of a two-pronged thing going on here. You can create anything you want. You can be like, excuse me. You can like create the very best life for yourself. The Ace of Wands reminds me of this like new cosmic reset in Aries, and this is Aries energy, this Ace of Wands. You just need to change your mindset and you're going to be successful. And you're going to step into some sort of self-empowerment here and put whatever is plaguing you down. Because there's a burden here that you're carrying that you don't have to. And it all surrounds like, it's all surrounded by being perfect, okay? Or thinking you have to be perfect, instead of just stepping into your own empowerment, looking at where you are, like you can be empowered, whether it's through a project, whether it's through just taking care of yourself, whether it's through like learning something new. You need to step into that and be more authentic. What we got at the bottom of this deck, purpose. You have purpose, authenticity. Yes, you have to be more perfect, well, so you think, but you don't, okay? That's not the right road to travel down. And it's also important here to forgive yourself and others for that past, whatever went wrong, especially with a particular person, okay? Focus back on you. Don't worry about impressing other people. Stop trying to be perfect. Don't self-sabotage and repeat cycles. And make sure that your mind is balanced here. That's what Spirit's message is for you, okay? Use this Mercury retrograde. I just got this card on the split. This Piscean energy, this Mercury retrograde, to really reevaluate things. And meditation, oh my goodness. Meditation and contact with your spirit guides is going to be like crucial here to be able to step into this self-empowerment. And if Jamie and Queen are not talking, you guys need to talk to each other. I don't know why, if you're not talking to each other for whatever reason. Okay. Well, that's what I perceived what you were saying before, Jamie or Queen, but I don't know if that's the truth. Okay. Sunshine, post your question. Okay. Let's have a look general for Sunshine. Ooh, you got vulnerability. You've also got the perfection card, right? Like just like Jamie did on the second card. How interesting. Okay. So it is in reverse. You've also got participation. Number 20, number 13, number 14. So there's progression here. Accept your vulnerabilities. Interesting. Because sometimes when we are vulnerable, we can open ourselves up emotionally. Positive things can come in, whether it's through another person. I'll give you an example. Say you're working, and this may be literal for you, or just this is an example as far as I'm concerned. You may be at a job and you may be struggling with something or to learn something, and to go into your boss's office and shut the door and be vulnerable and say, I thought I knew what I was doing with this project, but I'm going to need some support. Okay? That is being vulnerable and accepting that vulnerability about yourself to bring about support. Okay, so we will clarify that. Stop trying to, I'm getting strong Virgo, I've got Pisces energy here. We've got Temperance, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, Pisces again. Okay, so there's something here about working with others is going to be better than being by yourself right now. Okay, nothing's easy. That's not what we're here for. You have a spiritual purpose here. And as soon as you get to know your worth and your passion, right, and get into spiritual alignment, then you're going to be able to birth like something new in regards to something super spiritual that you can work on. And when I get one or two more, like especially when I get 2 cards or more than 2 cards, and I've got 3 here about your spiritual purpose, then that's what you need to focus on right now. And when you start like putting that first within your energy and almost making it a priority, you're going to realize your passion. Now you could do tarot, or you could have always wanted to learn tarot or astrology. Astrology is very complicated. I would learn tarot first, just saying, okay? Because you get to know all the different like qualities of the signs, although you can like research both, right, at the same time. But there's something here about learning something new, and it definitely has to do with spiritual stuff, okay? How to meditate correctly, how to heal, but it's more like on a tangible level, because we've got these hands here. We've got hands in this card, we've got hands in this card. It's about like literally you have a gift which is either healing with hands that you need to work hard on, and it's possibly something that you've done in the past, but you're going to go back to it, or you're being advised to go back to it. And it's about divine guidance. And it's also possibly about joining a spiritual group, Sunshine, okay? Talk to me if this is making sense to you. Why do you need to be vulnerable and just accept and surrender your vulnerability here? Surrendering your vulnerability, you're going to see this very clearly in Mercury retrograde. You're going to be very clear what that means. There could be some sort of spiritual awakening, dream, paranormal experience that's going to put you in a vulnerable position, but it's also going to enlighten you. And it's a big part of your healing. It's a big part of leaving the past behind and understanding some sort of purpose here and accepting it. Because I do think you've been like resisting this. Resisting stepping into your full spiritual purpose here. And you have the card of purpose. And you've not wanted to see it. You've not wanted to see it. What gift is it that you have? Because there's something you have, you don't want to see it. And if you keep trying to strive for perfection on a material or tangible level, you're never going to. You're going to keep hitting walls. You're going to keep hitting mountains, the obstacles, because Spirit is trying to push you towards your purpose. And it has a lot to do with other people as well. Spiritual group. And you'll be very successful at it. And it's exciting, or it will be exciting. And it's a new road you're going to be going on. Although you probably have done this before in this lifetime. I'm picking up not past lifetime. And once like you step into this, look at that, the Ace of Wands. It's going to grow, it's going to gain momentum. Spirit just said wizardry, but it can be to do with like candles flickering as well. It's a passion. You need to get into spiritual alignment. You're possibly going to get a lot of, this is ending up to be a very spiritual reading. You're possibly going to get a dream about someone that passed quite quickly. Or we'll learn it then. It's not about learning it, it's about feeling it. All right, Sunshine, feeling it. I wouldn't go crystal ball first of all. You need to be, I would meditate, and then I would start to learn tarot, and I would start to write. Okay, scribing. there's a masculine that has passed away, a grandfather, a brother, someone very close to you that loved you very dearly. You know who this is. It could have happened very quickly through an illness, through an accident, okay? And it could have been a while ago. It doesn't have to be like recently. It could have been someone who struggled with alcohol. Doesn't have to be. They could have been a Sagittarius. They could have been a Scorpio. Getting strong, like they could have had dementia as well, like towards the end. And there was a really sad loss associated with this. From the 20th of February, they're going to start contacting you. I would ask for them to contact you as well, all right? Because they're wanting to be a big part of your spiritual growth. That was your reading. Very powerful reading. I think that Sunshine... I just got the name Jenna again, Jenna. I know Jenna comes on this channel. Perhaps like I'm calling out for her to come in because there may be an important message for her. I don't know. Interesting. Let's see if she comes in. Let's see. Or reach out to Jenna. Ask Jenna to come in. Okay, telepathically. Because I do feel there's something. That's the second time her name's come out. Hey, Queen. Okay. Will my late summer love story. Okay, the August thing. Yeah. We continue a past chapter. I think it's a new one, but let's have a look. I feel it's new. You know, things can change from day to day. Let's have a look at the Triple Goddess deck. Show me a storyline for Queen for this love interest in July, August. Show me this storyline for Queen for this masculine, either coming in or coming back. Can you show me if they're from the past or from the present, or if it's a past life, whatever. Okay, let's have a look. Who is this love interest for Queen? 10 of Wands in reverse. Someone who's currently going through a lot and they're not on the right path. So Spirit, show me their energy at this point in time, okay? And I'm going to actually use 6 cards, put them away, and then pull again for the present. So, sorry, for the future. So current energy for them, I do feel that they're going through a lot, possibly a breakdown in a relationship. But they've all, Spirit's saying, or maybe not a relationship. This could be like they're leaving a job, or they're like changing something, moving on. Going through a lot on a mental level, which tells me you probably don't know them. We will ask that specifically. There could have been a breakdown in a relationship. They could be moving house. They could be moving out of where they were. The Death card. They could be going through a literal loss in a family situation, or I feel more so like the ending of a relationship, which tells me they're probably not in your, yeah, they're going, and then they're going to have to do healing between now and August. So I feel this is what they're going through now. So save this video or this information, because later you're going to be able to ask them, right? What happened? Yeah, there's a breakdown in a committed relationship happening for them right now. So it's probably not somebody you know, all right? We will ask if it's Ethan. So it's definitely a breakdown in a relationship. That's what they're going through right now. Okay, what's Ethan's sun sign? What's his star sign? His sun sign? Let's have a look at future energy. Just 3 cards, please. Yeah, they're a soulmate. There you go. There's that soulmate energy. But Ethan's also a soulmate. The Lovers. Yeah, you're going to be happy with this relationship. All right. I mean, the Lovers, the Nine of Cups, Six of Cups, obviously, that's that future energy, that August. There's that passion, the excitement. It is like new, though. I feel it's new. I do feel it's new. Okay. I feel it's new. Is it new? There's a lot of happiness here. There's beautiful coming together. You're going to be very, very happy. King of Pentacles in the reverse. So what sign is Ethan? Did you let me know that? Let's have a look. Aries Sun, Scorpio Moon. All the same cards are coming out. I don't feel it's Ethan. I really don't. I know you want it to be. I know you want it to be. But I don't feel it is. Look at that. 88, 88, 88. Right. 88. Strengthened the star. 17 and 8, 8, 8. And he's come out in the reverse. As the Queen of Pentacles, right? Losing power or power, lost power in regards to this ending. A loss of power. He's going to start looking for you, like for his soulmate. He's going to start looking or dating in July. He's very spiritual because he's really like focused on bringing this in towards him, showing him like magician energy. And I feel that when he first starts dating in July, I do feel very strongly about July, he's going to be disappointed with the confusion out there, the emotional confusion that people have, and be confused on an emotional level, which means he could have been with this other person that he's separating from for quite some time. Like he's new to the dating scene and it's disappointing. But then there's you, the Empress, right, Queen. Being open with love. There's you, the Queen of Love, okay? And there's the celebration. So I actually do feel it's somebody new, and I feel that it will possibly, yeah, look at that, the Two of Cups. Is that Lovers? Yeah, it's the Two of Cups. Right, isn't that a beautiful card? Show me clearly if this is Ethan or not. Show me a fire energy if it is him. Got the King of Swords. No, it's a new person. It's definitely a new person, okay? Possible. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, possible, but I wouldn't take too much emphasis on star signs in regards to this new person. I was asking though if it's Ethan or a new person. It's come out very clearly that it's a new person, and it's come out very clearly that this is in August, okay? So just write all this information down. Soulmate, again, at the bottom of the deck, and the Magician. Okay. I don't like air signs either. This could just talk about that energy here though, being very focused on you. On you, yeah. So they're going to be very committed to focusing on your needs, with that Queen being there, with that Empress being there. That was your reading. Firebird, are you online? Firebird. Okay, Firebird, post your question. Thank you, Jamie. What's Scorpio's intentions with me? Are you currently in a relationship with this person? What are their intentions towards Firebird? What are the Scorpio's intentions for Firebird? Do you get, okay, I'm just going to say it how it is. Do you get this feeling like this person is very controlling? All right. And that they self-sabotage by their word or their deed. They possibly have had conflict with other people in the past that you know about or that you don't know, okay? And this is Spirit sort of telling you. And I'm hearing there's two sides to them. That you may find hard to sort of accept. There's a controlling energy here, right? There's definitely a controlling energy here, and self-sabotage, right? So what are their intentions towards you? There's some sort of like mental illness here, all right? It may not be very apparent. It may just, I think we've all got a bit of mental illness, to be honest. And I'm not downplaying it or making fun of it in any way. I think it's like becoming a pandemic, to be honest, in the world right now. This person has found it very hard to control their emotions. They're coming in here, being charming, being caring, being kind. But there's also a very defensive, there's two sides to this person. But it could be on an emotional or mental level. Okay, so you could have come across them on social media. You could have recontacted, like started contacting them on social media. A lot of conversations, initiating new conversations. You have the Lovers. I feel there is some sort of healing you can give this person. All right. Spirit has brought you two together at this time. And you can choose whether you want to cultivate this, and you can choose whether you want to support this person in some sort of mental healing here or emotional healing or not. Right? And if you're not ready for that unknown, which I'm telling you, Spirit is telling you, then I would not, like, if you're not able to support in his emotional healing, because everyone needs support in their emotional healing. If you don't want to participate in this, I wouldn't go down this path. But just know, if you get involved with this person in a friendship, whatever, there's going to have to be a lot of support on an emotional level for this person, okay? Yeah, because this person's is unstable in their mental and possibly their emotions. And that may be confronting for you or difficult for you, or you may not want to have to deal with this, okay? Also, right? Maybe you've got your stuff going on as well, okay? I'm not saying this person could like consume your everyday, but they could be very needy, all right? Now, you can though, you can help this person. I think that you have the capacity and the ability and the gift to help them. It's whether you want to do so, Firebird, at this time in your life, right? So you need to be very clear if you're ready for this connection, because that's what it's going to bring. A lot of your support and healing on a mental and emotional level to this person, okay? Thank you, Firebird. That is your reading. Yvette, it is your turn. If anyone wants to donate, you can do so through the PayPal link, which is in the description. I really appreciate all your donations. I really do. I want to say I'm excited about today for whatever reason. I don't know. It's just the start of my day. So maybe, I don't know why I'm excited. I'm excited. There you go. General for you, Yvette. Number 5, solidarity in numbers, participation. I have to put the pen there because there's boobies. Okay, and we have like birthing, so a release, so you've gone from the 5 to the 6. I do feel that friendships and partnerships and discussions, communication in regards to other people are beneficial for you right now. It's really going to help you move forward, okay, with something. Now this can be a group effort as well, this can be career. You can birth something new, like a new group endeavor at work. Don't feel that you can do everything alone. Be open to support, okay? There's something about being open to support here. And then things will gain momentum. If you try doing something on your own right now, or be like, I can do this on my own, okay? There's magic in numbers. There's definitely using your intuition though with the people that you're hanging around with, like making sure that they're the right people for the job or to support you, and you to support them. This is like a equal sort of energy here, where you're giving and they're giving as well. Give and take, nice give and take. Talk to me about, let me know if this is resonating with you. And that's the path you need to go on. You need support from others right now in some capacity in your life, okay? And there's a need here to recognize that, you know, being stubborn in some sort of way, like, I know I can do this by myself, is not the way to go. It's not the way to go here, okay? You need to be more open to communications and other people's opinions and ways of thinking and doing things, and that's going to benefit you in the long run, okay? So there's something definitely here about whatever you're trying to do alone, it's going to be better in numbers, all right? That's where your wheel of fortune lies. That's where your success, that's where your destiny lies, is doing something in relation to other people, okay? And that's where your abundance lies, okay? Now you have the spiritual energy of the Queen of Wands, Sag, Aries, Leo. Don't, like, we've got Aries energy here as well. Don't, like, be too caught up in signs, but spirituality is going to grow for you this year. Things are going to gain extreme momentum. Same, it's been a survival skill for me too, Yvette, but then there's points in your life where you have to go, yeah, I can have that support from that person. It doesn't have to be everything to do with every aspect of your life, but it can be in certain things. Like if I've got a project at work and I don't know exactly, I'll get input from my, what's the word? Not just my colleague, my peer, okay? So peers and colleagues are different. Peers is like someone who's on the same level to you. I'm a manager, so I would like collaborate with someone else if I didn't know what I was doing. 3 years ago, no. 2 years ago, no. All right? I would demand things 2 years ago, but I wouldn't ask for support from others, right? You're moving out of a period of where your mental affects your emotions affect your mind. You have a lot of awareness, and it has a lot to do with your spirituality, okay? The Knight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, that's that momentum energy. The Knight of Swords, this is all about other people and the support that they can give you and acceptance of it, right? That was your reading, okay? There's something about commitment and love relationships and possibly the need to let go. I don't know whether you're in a relationship. Let me know if you are. There's something here about possibly needing to let go of something here, or a connection with someone in your near future. Okay, maybe not right now. If anyone wants to donate, okay, so just look at that, because upcoming is possibly meeting someone new, but it not going really well, but then there's definitely love coming, right? There's love coming this year for you if you're open to it. It's going to bring commitment, but it requires you letting go of something else or someone else on an energetic level, okay? Water! Okay. I'm leaving the feed in 40 minutes, guys. If you want to donate, you can do so through the PayPal link in the description to definitely get your reading today. It's $5 US. Queen. Thank you, Queen. What can I do to reach my highest potential? Two of Cups. Again, collaboration with others for you, Noxie, as well. Put the work in. Put the work in to be very aware of yourself on a spiritual level. Be very aware of your emotions, what you're feeling, why you're feeling them. That's that healing work. Putting the work into yourself, putting the literal work in. Being kind, being caring, gratitude, I'm hearing being grateful. Letting gratitude be the former, like at the forefront of your life. And that's possibly like just being grateful to the universe, to like for what you have. Always putting out good vibes here, projection. What you put out, you get back. If you put out negativity, you're going to get it back. Maybe not that day, but at some point you will. Listening, being patient, awareness of who you are, awareness of where you are in your spiritual journey. Creativity always comes out. Make sure that you are doing what you're passionate about, and things will definitely change for you. Again, collaboration with others. This is the third or fourth time this card has come out. Things will change when you start attracting the people who are meant to be in your life. Yeah, there's that momentum card. Things will start moving really fast when you start collaborating with other people and giving them support, as well as we all need each other. There's that like energy of knowing we need each other. The outpouring of love. I'm getting kindness as well. There's that kindness. Yeah, I knew it was somewhere. Okay. Giving people another chance. Forgiveness. Yeah, really strong message of forgiveness here. Forgiving someone. Do you need to forgive someone? There's a lot of fulfillment coming your way if you follow Spirit's advice. Get creative, do what you love, participate with others, be supportive of others. Make sure you're putting out kindness and positive energy. Make sure you're listening, being attentive, being aware of who you are, where you are on your spiritual journey. Okay? And yeah, there's going to be some conflict, but it's healthy conflict. It's like competition that's going to get you thinking about, you know, your own healing journey. I don't think that there's like a great deal of worry in your life coming up that's like significant or going to affect you in any major way. Why is this momentum card here? What's coming up possibly quite quickly for Noxie? Yeah, mental clarity, moving out of a difficult time, away from new adventure, away from difficult times or difficulty making decision, conflict in your own mind or with others. And then you've got this excitement, new adventure, travel, Emperor. Yeah, stepping into some sort of authority. So you're moving into some like point of your life, and you've been through a lot, but you're on, Spirit's just saying, keep saying you're on solid ground. So you're moving into this new era, this Aries, right, energy, which keeps coming up all week, which is fine, but you're almost being a mediator for other people, where you're able to be the secure one for others, be a spiritual leader, give good communication out, good advice. There's also finding your fun, like find your fun, Spirit's saying. It's time to take action here with the Emperor. Yes. So this is just Spirit clarifying everything I just said, but that's like, take action with this Emperor card. There's something about solidarity in groups. Don't feel that you have to do everything on your own, working very hard on your spiritual, on how like you are perceived to the world, how you perceive yourself. There's a lot of inner work here, and you can do this and you're going to come out the other side of it if you do it. Right? Stop being worried. There's time for action now. It's time for action. It's time to face your healing. This came out in the reverse. It's time to face on an emotional and a mental level what you've been through. I've still yet to do some of this myself. And then feel the emotions. There can be tears with this, okay? Feel the emotion, how like that situation made you feel. And then say, I release this now. Give it up to Spirit and walk away on an emotional level from it, okay? And that's healing, 8 on the screen. So feel those emotions, go through those emotions. You need to, you have to, that's part of healing. That is healing, right? And get creative, because your creativity, what you're passionate about, what you love, and I keep saying this all the time. Look at this thing. I just want to show you. I do this at 2 in the morning to wake up the neighbours. I'm really naughty, aren't I? No, I don't really. Maybe late at night if they're annoying me. I don't have nice neighbours. They're not nice. All right. So keep feeling through. Crystal, you are next. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look at the single. I call this the singles deck. Crystal Visions deck. What does he feel about you? What does V feel about Crystal, please, Spirit? What does V feel about Crystal? Hold on a second, guys. What does V feel about Crystal? There is some emotional confusion, but it may just be like what you feel about him or them, whatever, gender, doesn't matter. So they want to sort of like be open with their emotions. They find you very attractive. They find you a bit mysterious. So keep that mystery up. We want to keep that mystery up, right? There's something here about the full moon lunar eclipse, which is actually on the 3rd of March, because we have the eclipse energy. If you look at that card, you can see the eclipse, but it's a lunar eclipse. I'm pretty sure it's where the Earth passes over. Anyway, I'm not going to give wrong information. I'm not an expert on like eclipses, like on, you know, literally just the energy. I like to read energy. Okay, anyway, moving on. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's perhaps something here like he doesn't feel like he can go towards you. like, because he finds you really attractive. Okay. So there's something like, oh my God, she's so beautiful, or she's so gorgeous, and I have like this huge thing for her, but she's not going to accept like my offer of let's go out on a date. So there's something like that's scaring him off here, or he doesn't feel confident in some capacity. Then we have the strength energy, Leo. This is in the upright, which is really nice. So there's a letting of the guard down, because I think there's like a real beautiful opportunity for you to grow something here. There's a lot of fire energy, which could just talk about passion. I'm not the expert on eclipses, ha ha ha. The energy, yeah, but like energy Babylon, Luna, thank you. Noxie, thanks for donating. I'm talking to Crystal. Can you talk to me, please, Crystal? I do think this could grow into something. There's a lot of passion. I think there's a letting of the guard down here. Yeah, that's just a clarification. I don't know what that message was. Something on TikTok. Okay, TikTok could be significant. You could be contacting each other via there. But there's good communication coming in. I feel there's really good communication coming in for you, Crystal, with this person, and getting to much like getting over the hump of feeling vulnerable to come towards you, right? So there's definitely communication here. And it's going to be flowing. It's really nice. Like, once you guys start to get to know each other, it's going to feel really, really good. You could fall in love with this person. Woohoo! You have a full moon. So, you know, when it is, especially, excuse me, I've still got this flu, especially the eclipse energy, right? Between that and the next full moon, so between March moon and April moon, is going to be significant here. Libra energy, where communication is just going to be really good. There's a beautiful opportunity, especially in regards to how you communicate with each other. And the moon is here, which is just clarifying the cycles of the moon. So between March full moon and April full moon, and there could be some beautiful growth here with your relationship. Please clarify with the lovers or something like that. Letting down the boundaries, opening up, being more open on an emotional level. Show me something that's going to signify romance, Spirit. 3 of Cups, going out with friends, getting to know each other's friends. Again, full moon energy. Full moon, there's 4 full moons here. One's an eclipse, which is on March 3rd. So 4 months. The next 4 months are going to be very important to you, especially around the moon energies. You're definitely going to get to know each other's friends. You're definitely going to talk about, like, you know, past relationships and how you want to move on to a more fulfilling relationship. So it looks to me, because there's no love cards, you're going to get to know each other a lot more before possible intimacy comes in, which is good, which is fine, right? Arushi or Eric. We've got 25 minutes left on the live, guys. Noxie actually is next. I apologize, Noxie. There is a tricky work situation that has come up. How can I navigate this? Okay, tricky work situation. How can you navigate this? 2 seconds, guys. Okay. And what cards can I use? Let's have a look at these and find, yeah, there's some deception here. Something possibly in the past, something that has I'm hearing been brought to the surface, but it's good that it has. All right. There was some confusion, like something wasn't seen clearly, or there was miscommunication between two people. Possibly one of them was a boss. We've got the Emperor straight away. And then, or the boss was made aware of something. The boss was made aware of something. Does that make sense? All right, the boss was made aware of something here. This is very literal. Something from the past, or something that happened in the past. It could be the past week as well. It doesn't have to be years ago, or the past 6 weeks, or something that's been going on in the workplace. Okay. 3 more cards. So you got trapped in fear, 8 of Swords, mental like anguish or worry, feeling you can't get out of this situation, really like feeling like possibly you want to walk away in some sort of way from your workplace. You're intuitively feeling a pull somewhere else. Now I'm getting this, but I'm not getting to be pulled somewhere else. I'm getting to sort of like a feeling of wanting to, I can't say too much on my channel because people at work watch my channel. So there's like a new beginning here. All right, this is going to work itself out, right? This is definitely going to work itself out. There's 3 people involved in this situation, but it will be worked itself out. You will see clearly, possibly through, someone has to apologize, or someone needs to like come in and express their emotions or their support to another. Or there's 2 people giving you support on a mental level. Now, I don't know what this is exactly about, okay? But you are worried. So let's look at this trapped in fear, this 8 of Swords energy. Yeah, there's an offer here that they're saying, please take this offer, because he's saying, please, this is you feeling like you're worth more or you deserve more than whatever has happened here. And you've already put a lot of work into this job, this workplace, these people that you work with, and like you're sort of getting a little over, carrying the load and not getting possibly paid enough. Is this about money? Let's have a look. Show me finances, please, if this is about money here. 5 of Swords, you're in 2 minds. Like you've possibly been, you've possibly been at this job either a very long time, like over 5 years, or 6 months. Either or, you're really unsure whether you want to take this new job into your future, okay? Yeah, you're trying to figure this out with your own self at this moment and what the right thing is to do. You could have signed a new contract, or they could be asking you to sign a contract. I don't see money energy here, but you feel that you're being like cheated out of what you're worth. You may also be looking at what else is out there, because you've got the Ace of Cups, although this could be support from others. Why is the Ace of Cups here? You're communicating what you want here. And you're even possibly saying, if you can't give me what I want or I need, because I put a lot of work in here, I may need to look for something else. Or you're saying this to someone else, even like not in the workplace, like in your families, like saying to, or your friend, like saying, if I can't get any further in this job, maybe you can't get any further. Maybe you feel you can't like expand anymore where you are, right? You want to create something new. I think you need to follow your intuition here and let your guard down a little bit. You know, if you feel that this isn't the right workplace, take your gifts and abilities and start looking for something else. Okay, 3 people in the reverse here with the devil. Okay, we're going to clarify that with all the cards back in the deck. What are these 3 people on this devil energy? Someone's saying no, possibly to you. Yeah, someone's trying to stop the communication here between you and these other people, or you and these bosses, or possibly spirit. Look at that 8 of Swords. You're really worried about this, but there's something here about the outcome is going to be good. Whether this means that you leave where you are eventually and look for a new job and find your balance and happiness, because I do see that, like possibly thinking about walking away. There is fear associated with that, but there is a possible, there's definitely support from 2 masculines. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place with these 2 people. I think that you're going to go after what you want eventually. There is a lot of fear though here in regards to like a new opportunity or a new job. But I do feel that like eventually, not like tomorrow or next week or even next month, but eventually I think you're going to go and find something else. And it's possibly in August, okay? Because we've got double August energy here. August is coming out a lot in the readings. 8 is on the screen as well, just as I said that. There's going to be a point here where you're just going to go, I can't deal with this. Right, because I don't think people, I think people are saying no to you. People are saying no. Let's just double check this. Yeah, I really don't, the Fool's in reverse here, this new cosmic reset, right? That's that 0 degrees in Aries, which starts on the 20th of February, is in the reverse. You're looking at you're being very practical here, and you're looking at where you can make more money. And I don't think that you're moving on this or actioning it right now. I think you're focused on your finances, but you're looking at new opportunities. You're wanting to take control of your life here. You're wanting to take authority of your own life. And you're wanting to be happy. There's options coming up for you here. Okay, there's definitely options. And learning something new possibly, but it's not going to happen like next week or even next month. Like I said, there's options for you and you're going to start seeing them and opportunities. You could even start like learning something new while you're still working at where you are. Okay. All right, I am leaving the feed in 15 minutes. So please guys, if you want to donate, do so now to definitely get your reading. We're just going to keep going through the chat. Arishi, Eric, Joshua, blessings, are you there? Let me know. Okay. Okay, thank you Martin, General for Martin. You will be the last today. If you did miss your turn guys, I will be on live tomorrow, same time. So do not fear, I will be on again. We'll be doing a Saturn in Neptune, 0 degrees at Aries, special on the 20th, which is on, let me just double check that date. Which is on Friday night, okay? So Friday night, let's do a Friday night live. Thank you for everyone. Thank you, Jamie. And thank you for you guys, Queen and Jamie. And if you're not talking to each other, you need to start talking to each other. Just saying. All right. Martin, let's have a look. We have worth, self-worth. I feel really nice energy with this, Barbara, actually. We have trust. More faith in your own abilities. You're definitely there as a leader, a matriarch, either of your family or just like someone that other people rely upon and lean on. And you need to like spend more time by yourself or on yourself right now, on your own goals, on your own dreams, on your own gifts, on your own abilities. Because I think that you're always there for other people, Barbara, and like you really need to put that some time and energy into like building yourself up. Something about love lifting you up. You may dream of like, you may have hoped to be with a partner and it didn't happen, or you're single now and you're wanting a relationship, or you're with someone that you're like it's gone stagnant. Okay, so temperance, patience, divine timing. What for, Spirit? Yeah, relationship. What's going on with you in a relationship or not? Okay, Heba, I will do your reading actually. All right. I think that there's possibly been a relationship for you in the past, but you're focusing all your attention on either your children or your friendships or your work, or there's other people here where you're really focused on other people, right? And Spirit's saying like, you're special, you're worthy of having a beautiful friendship, even or relationship, yeah, because you give so much, Barbara. And there's something here about like, you're worth it, or you're worth a beautiful relationship, a romantic even, okay? And there may be something coming up this year for you in relationships, because you've got the Lovers. So you may have lost hope and thought, okay, well, there's no one out there for me, or I'm not worthy enough, I'm not good enough. You could also wear really big earrings. I'm seeing both of these women on these cards have got really big earrings, gold, can be silver, like hoop earrings. The Ace of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. It's time that there's a rebirth for you in passion and love. So pray on this. Ask Spirit to bring someone in so that you can clearly see, because you're not the person that goes out night clubbing, and you're not the person that, like, I don't feel you're that person. I feel you're the quiet, stay at home, help other people type of person, but you deserve happiness, right? And Spirit's saying you do. There is love coming in for you this year if you ask for it to be shown to you. Heba, post your question. You are the last today. That is going to be it today. Excuse me. Okay. I don't do the club. Okay. How does Jay the Gemini feel about me? Who is this person to you currently? Are they currently dating you? Are they a friend? Is this like, who is this person to you? Okay, thank you, Queen. Okay. Hiba. Who is this person to you currently? Who is the Gemini? We're collaborators. Past energy. Something happened. Joining forces. Possibly you guys both joined forces. There's a lot of competition out there. You really vibe really well on an emotional level. You know, when you meet one of these people, friends, and you just like, or people, just you people in general, you just click, you have a good vibe, you have a good feeling. It's like walking in the room and everything feels really great in a party, or you walk in a club and it's a real high vibe, or you're in a room and like, or on the opposite, if you walk in a room and you feel someone's been talking about you, it's probably right if your intuition tells you that, or you just feel a really negative vibe, or negative vibe in the office certain days and great other days. It's all about energy. So you got really good energy with this person. All right, really nice. Things are going to start gaining momentum. Social media is coming through here. Things are going to get really quick. You're going to be very successful with this person. So they have good intentions. All right, I don't see there being a problem with this whatsoever. You're on the same page emotionally, mentally, you want the same things. This is definitely social media. You're going to be very successful. There's competition, but you're rising above the rest here. You got the Three of Cups. There could be someone else celebrating with you here, Three of Cups energy, or one other person involved in this, okay? Or there could have been three people in the past that were involved, and now there's only two of you, all right? Yeah, so there's a lot more ideas coming in here. You got the Five of Cups I put aside. I feel that's past energy. You've got a lot of great ideas here. And you take your time in thinking and processing these ideas. And Spirit's saying people come together for a reason. So however you guys met could have been unusual, all right? Really good with communication. You take your time to think about how you're going to create something before it's spoken out, before it's said, before it's published. And like, I do see a really continued really good connection with this person. All right. Thank you for being here today. That is my cue to leave. I will be on tomorrow. If I'm not on tomorrow for whatever reason, okay, I will be on the next day. All right, so I'm not going to promise you guys that I'm going to be on tomorrow night. I may or may not. I'm unsure what I'm doing, actually. I just remembered what I have to do tomorrow night. Okay, we'll see. We'll just see what happens there. I mean, we're going to be doing that Neptune Saturn conjunction video though, aren't we? That live on Friday. It is Monday, it's Tuesday night now, so we've got a few days yet till that happens. All right, that's enough from me, and I hope you all have an amazing night, day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. Thank you. Blessings.